Ahead of planting, you want to the more important thing is to have a fairly clean start. I'd be more inclined to say if you plough it and it's well turned down, at least it's a level with the ground around it rather than slightly lowered. So ploughed and maybe a light run of an ordinary harrow, not a power harrow, might be better than actually power harrowing. Because if you're planting straight away, you might be okay with power harrowing, depending on the site. But I do the tilling way beforehand so it has time to settle down, or do it as you're ready to plant. The important thing is to have as clean a start as possible so that the trees can get away from the vegetation. You're still going to have a certain amount of vegetation competition, but at least if you have a clean start, the trees should get away before there's strong vegetation pressure. When you're planting down that deep, a good side effect is that there is plenty of moisture down there, unless you've had an extreme prolonged drought period. So like if those trees are planted in kind of January, February, they should be establishing root by the time they start to actually grow in April. The ones planted in March might want a bit more care because they're establishing a root system at the same time that they're trying to produce leaves. If you get a prolonged drought, you are going to have to do some sort of intervention, and it's something like a tanker of water with a hose out of it, and just to dampen down the ground, because just remember these plants are going down 5 inches, 6 inches into the ground, so there will be some moisture down there, so it's just a matter of kind of topping up that moisture.
So this is a site post-preparation. So it's been ploughed and rotavated. So the result should be a fine tilt of about 6 inches depth to make it very easy to get your sapling in, which goes in like that. And it just makes life easier, especially when you're planting thousands. And in she goes. Because we're not into using weed killers, one idea is during the first spring after planting is to walk through the field in between the trees just to trample down the very long weeds and grass, because once you get through your first year the plants will take care of themselves. So it just keeps the vegetation down, and that seems to work quite well. So it's just literally walking between the trees.